Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and back in Massachusetts. So here we go. Black sea bass is open. Reports haven't been very good after last year. It's not surprising, but I'm back out here giving it a shot. So today's game plan is pretty much gonna be black sea bass and bluefish. I'm already scanning the water for slick spots. The bluefish this time you come through, and they are absolutely massive. They're not very fat, but they're long, and for the tournament I'm in, it's all length, so it's an opportunity to put a leaderboard fish on. Spooked a few fish on the way out on the surface. Couldn't tell what they are. Could have been stripers, could have been blues, but just moving too fast. Just want to get from point A to point B quick. No bait today. My crabs are, I just came back from a trip to North Carolina, so I don't have any bait. Crabs wouldn't have made it. So today is just gonna be jigging and artificials for those blues. So yeah, let's get after it, guys. I got a lot of hope for today. I don't know, I'm sure I'll be able to scratch out probably a limit, but of sea bass, but I don't know how big they're gonna be. This used to be a great spot for absolutely monster sea bass, and it's kind of been lacking in the last few years. So all right guys, let's catch them up. All right guys, here's the gear. We're gonna be running the heavy original Nexus 1.0. Gonna have a bucktail with a squid tail on it and a teaser above it. Using that quantum accurate on that as well. I think it's like probably 15-pound braid on here to a 20-pound fluoro leader, just because these black sea bass will chew up your leader over time. Plus you're fishing in rock, so a little bit of abrasion resistance isn't bad. So I don't know, let's catch them up, guys. All right, a little action. Not very big. It's actually a nice scup. It's actually a really nice scup. I'll take a quick measure on. You know what? I'll put them right in the cooler. We're going over a couple sea bass, right? Oh, we got my tail. Oh, that's a nice fish. Yeah, that's a nice keeper. Not a monster, but all right, come on. There we go. Oh, he's gilled already. Okay. I don't even know how that happened. Why are you bleeding so much? It's actually not gilled. Oh, you know what? It did gill him. Well, there we go. First black sea bass of the year in season. And let's get a measure on him real quick. He's just 16.5. Just a whisker over. But not a monster, but dinner. Oh, that's a fluke. You can already see the head shakes. Hey, all right. Not expecting you. it's not gonna be illegal, but first fluke of the year, that's pretty cool. Usually don't get them out here. There's a small male. But it's a sea bass, so right idea. So this spot's a like, it's a big rock coming out of some deeper water. Comes up to like 25 feet or so, and it is surrounded by like 35 foot of depth. So it's a nice piece of structure. There should be life on it, and well, not as much as I would like, but we are getting hits. This is full of scup and sea bass and tog, so a lot of interference fish. Get that fluke earlier, and I know that some sea robins will pop up on it every now and then. That's a pig porgy. Not my target species, but a very welcome bycatch. Second nice one like that today. Gorgeous. Ooh, big scup. Another nice one. That one actually slacked my line when it hit, so that's what I set the hook on. Yeah, it's a nice one. Alright, that's a nicer Seabass. Yeah, that's much better. I don't know, 18-inch class, something like that. We'll measure it up. Let's do a quick measure real fast. Alright. Open mouth, 18.5. Probably a little bit more once I get that mouth shut. That one's actually worth harvesting. The only reason why I harvested that first one that was just barely over was because of the fact that it got the hook to the gill raker. When I set the hook, it bled them. So that's the type of fish you don't want to throw back, because, wow, look at that, cut it in half. Because those fish, you know, just, they're not going to make it. It's a nice scup. Ah! Good looking fish. All right, gotta introduce a drift to this. Right now we are, I think we're at slack tide and there's no wind, so we are moving like 0, 0, 0, 1. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to at least cover some bottom here. Nice fluke. These are gonna be 17.5 inches in master keep. This one's gonna be short, but we'll measure them up anyways. But yeah, that's the second fluke of the day. And the rocks, yeah, 15.25. Still. Not complaining about catching fluke. What the hell is that? This is a cool little thing. Some sort of survey beacon. I don't even know. See if we can't get close enough to get the numbers on it. 03265. If found, please call. 508-685. That's cool. This guy be doing a survey. Finally, a real one. Oh, that's a good way to end the day. Oh, Jesus. We'll put a waypoint there. Not an absolute monster, but even better. Jeez. They ate the jig too. There we go. That's a nice, beautiful bass. Yeah. Well, at least we know it's a keeper. That one. Let me get down there real quick though, because sometimes when there's one, there's more. There we go. This one's got maybe a little potential. that being a supersized scup. This one actually might get the net because of how big it is. Alright, and it's noon, so that means I have to stop fishing. It's only gonna be 15 inches or so. I was hoping it was gonna be a 16, but they look pretty big down the water. Alright, let's get a measurement on both these fish before we call it a day. That is a big scup. But that one is gonna go 15 1/4, big scup. Put that one in the cooler. And then the Seabass we just got is gonna go 18 1/4. So not the biggest Seabass of the day, but not by much. I think the other one was 18 1/2 or something like that, or 18 3/4. Not terrible. A lot of work though, just try to catch these fish today. It really was. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on today. Kind of a strange day, if you ask me. I was only no bait fishing, and I ended up getting probably 25 or more scup. I mean, that was pretty silly. Every one of those is caught on artificials. They're all nice size ones too, and caught jigging. So that's kind of cool. Don't need the crab or the clam or the squid to catch them. So that was kind of cool. Black sea bass was not great. I ended up getting 3 keepers, which is pretty good considering the last year with these things. Maybe caught 20 or so shorts and females. But I did harvest the 3 males there, and I think that's probably the first time I haven't limited out in sea bass, and probably ever actually. But we worked for them. We found them. Really worked the bottom, and what are you gonna do? Cool thing was that towfish that came up there. I'm gonna call them towfish. I think it's some sort of like batho chart, like mapping tool. Tried calling the phone number on it, see what it is, but nobody picked up. So came back local to Barnstable. I'll try it again on the way home. Maybe I'll raise somebody and see if they were looking for that machine. You think that if you'd have it out here, you'd have a tender boat or something that would stay with it, but maybe not. So that was really cool. That was something I've never seen before. There were a handful of bluefish seen. They're swimming on the surface, finning, and super spooky. Couldn't get really close to them. I got a few casts at them, but those fish just tend not to eat. I don't know why. Maybe they're digesting, getting in that warm part of the water column, trying to eat, digest the food that they've eaten already. But I couldn't find the feeds on them. I was hoping the pokey schools were gonna come through, and if they come through, we would have had a great time with them. But they did not, so didn't get those. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is, guys. I mean, I got a cooler full of fish. I mean, really, honestly, can't complain about that. Video's kind of be probably a little lame, small sea bass and big scup, kind of the same. But it is a day on the water, and it was a good day as far as that's concerned. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna head in. I have to try to beat the clock here, so gonna send it. So, if you guys liked what you see, just watched, just subscribe. That'd be awesome. Or throw me a like or something like that, something to bump up the algorithm. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.